Sit with me for a moment, because this is something every mother feels, but not every mother talks about. Raising a son is beautiful, but it can also feel heavy sometimes. Not because you don't love him, but because deep down, you know you're not just raising a boy. You're shaping a man, a future partner, a future father, a future human being who will carry pieces of your voice inside his mind long after he leaves your home. And that thought can feel overwhelming, because the world will teach him many things, but the foundation, that comes from you. The way he speaks, the way he treats people, the way he handles pain, anger, love, and responsibility. It often begins with what he learns from his mother. So today, I want to gently walk with you through 7 important lessons every mother should teach her son. Not perfectly, not all at once, but intentionally, slowly, through everyday moments. Let's begin. First, teach him that emotions are not weakness. Many boys grow up hearing things like, "Boys don't cry," or "Be strong." But what they often learn instead is how to hide. And when a boy learns to hide his emotions, he doesn't become stronger. He becomes disconnected from himself and from others. As a mother, you have the power to change that. When your son is upset, instead of saying, "Stop crying," you can say, "I see you're hurting. Do you want to talk about it?" When he feels angry, instead of shutting him down, you can guide him. It's okay to feel angry, but let's learn how to express it safely. You're not raising a tough man. You're raising an emotionally healthy one. And a man who understands his emotions becomes someone who can love deeply, communicate clearly, and build strong relationships. Second, teach him to respect women, not just in words, but in behavior. Respect is not something boys magically learn. It is something they observe. Your son is watching how you are treated. He is watching how you speak about yourself. He is watching how you allow others to treat you. If he sees respect modeled, he will learn it naturally. But beyond that, talk to him. Teach him that girls and women are not objects, not entertainment, not something to control, but human beings with feelings, dreams, and boundaries. Show him that respect means listening. Respect means patience. Respect means kindness, even when no one is watching. Because one day, someone's daughter will trust your son with her heart, and what he learned from you will show. Third, teach him responsibility early. It's easy to do everything for your son, to clean up, to fix, to carry the load, because you love him. But love doesn't mean doing everything for him. Love means preparing him for life. Give him small responsibilities. Let him make mistakes. Let him experience the consequences of his actions in a safe environment. When he forgets something, don't rush to fix it immediately. Guide him to understand why it matters. Responsibility builds confidence. It teaches him that his actions have weight. And one day, that same sense of responsibility will show up in his work, his relationships, and his role as a man. Fourth, teach him kindness, especially when it's not easy. Kindness is not weakness. It is strength with compassion. Teach your son to be kind not only to those who are kind to him, but also to those who may be struggling. Let him see you helping others. Let him see empathy in action. Explain to him that everyone is fighting battles we cannot see. When he learns kindness, he becomes someone people feel safe around, someone who lifts others instead of tearing them down. And in a world that can sometimes feel harsh, kindness becomes a rare and powerful quality. Fifth, teach him how to handle failure. That's not a possibility, it's a certainty. He will lose, he will make mistakes, he will feel disappointed. But what matters is what he learns in those moments. If you rush to protect him from every failure, he may grow up fearing challenges. Instead, sit with him in those moments. Tell him, it's okay to fail. What matters is what you learn from it. Help him see failure as a teacher, not an enemy. Because a boy who learns to rise after falling becomes a man who doesn't give up easily. And that resilience will carry him through life. Sixth, teach him the value of honesty. Honesty is not just about telling the truth when it's easy. It's about choosing truth even when it's uncomfortable. Create a space where your son feels safe being honest with you. If he makes a mistake and tells you the truth, respond with understanding first, correction second. Because if he fears your reaction, he may start hiding things. But if he trusts you, he will come to you, even when things go wrong. Teach him that honesty builds trust, and trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. Seventh, teach him self-respect. This is one of the most important lessons. Because a boy who respects himself will not tolerate disrespect from others. He will not feel the need to prove his worth through harmful behavior. He will not follow the crowd just to fit in. Teach him to value who he is, encourage his strengths, support his individuality. Remind him that he doesn't have to be like everyone else to be enough. When a boy grows up with self-respect, he becomes a man who makes better choices, not out of fear, but out of understanding his own worth. And that changes everything. Now take a moment and breathe, because I know this might feel like a lot. But here's something important to remember. You don't have to be perfect to teach these lessons. You don't have to get it right every time. Your son doesn't need a perfect mother. He needs a present one, a real one, a loving one who is willing to grow alongside him. Sometimes the lessons won't come from what you say, but from how you live, from how you handle stress, from how you speak to others, from how you love, forgive, and keep going even on hard days. That's what he will carry with him. So be gentle with yourself. You are already shaping his world in ways you may not even realize. And if this message spoke to your heart, take a moment to like this video, share it with another mother who may need it, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue growing together. Because parenting is not about having all the answers. It's about learning, loving, and showing up, again and again. And before you go, remember this: the way you love your son today becomes the way he loves the world tomorrow. So keep planting those seeds. They will grow, and I'll see you in the next video.